Come through, queen. I wanna see ya. Come through, queen.
Hi, everyone. It's Dan.
And Brendan.
And this is Come Through, Queen. Hi, Brendan.
Hi, Dan. Happy Ariana Madix on the View Day.
Happy Ariana Madix allowed to do her media tour.
Exactly.
Week.
Love it.
Day. Love it.
She was so good on the View. The gals were so nice to her.
I know, and they would normally not be nice.
I mean, like, Whoopi and Joy, I was like wondering if they would like get invested, and they like seemed to be really invested, and like Whoopi was giving like Ariana like life advice.
Oh, okay.
And encouragement. So yeah.
Was the advice, I don't want anybody in my house.
Yes. And then the View also like changed their set for Ariana.
In honor.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was wild.
Okay. We obviously will get to Vanderpump Rules probably last. But obviously you have timestamps. So no, listen to the whole episode, including the ads. But we are a Bravo podcast, but I do think kind of first and foremost, we might be a RHONY podcast.
Yes, that's where we got our start.
So we kind of got a double whammy this week.
Big RHONY news week. Finally, there's news.
Finally, there's news. What do you want to do, old or new first?
Let's start old and go
Okay,
new.
let's start old.
So we finally got an announcement for Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. What are they calling it? RHONY Legacy
Yes.
edition.
Yeah.
And the cast is as follows. We've got Ramona. We've got Sonia.
Yeah.
We've got Luann. We've got Dorinda. And then we've got Kelly Ben-Simone. And then we've got, she's Takemaning it, Kristen Takeman.
As Monique once said, she's Takemaning it. I can't even say it. Okay. So we're going to St. Bart's, which is where we went season 5.
Yes.
Where only 3 of these women have been to.
Yes, St. Bart's was the Aviva calling Ramona and Sonia both white trash, quite frankly.
Yeah. So this was announced in like varying ways, like Bravo up, NBC Universal upfronts, Bravo press releases, Peacock Twitter. So the Peacock Twitter posted like a little ASII tree with like apples falling from it, and then apples next to names.
Will you explain what ASII is?
So like,
in layman's terms.
So back in the day, before emojis, before even like maybe like simultaneous with like a smiley face, like people were making art using like a slash, an equal sign, the @ sign. Like we were like creating Picasso-like art on computers.
Yeah, I think like one of these that is well known enough that people will know what we're talking about is like the In This House We, and it's like the house that people post on Twitter.
Sure. So in this tweet, it's a tree with apples falling from it.
Not a Teresa.
Not a Teresa. So there's 2 apples falling from the tree, and then the apples on the bottom have the names attached. So like my dream is that those 2 apples mean something. And I know it doesn't. But like can we like have fun?
You can have fun, but it's like obviously they have the 2 falling apples because they need to show that the apples were coming from the tree.
That the apples don't fall far from the tree.
Sure, yes.
Okay, so my dream is this. We're going to St. Bart's. How do you go to St. Bart's without Aviva Drescher? And famously, Aviva Drescher shows up last.
Okay.
Because she needs Reed to help her get there. But this time...
Well, she wasn't going to come at all, but then Heather and Carol convinced her to come.
Yeah. But this time, since she's not announced the cast, she's there waiting for them, greeting them in the pink/peach blazer, white button-down shirt with a banner, rah rah, you did it. I would jump out of my skin.
Good.
Like,
You do cartwheels.
I do cartwheels. I would swing from a chandelier.
You'd be screaming.
I do all
the things that you do in this home every night.
Okay. So obviously this is just a fantasy. And then obviously there's still another Apple unaccounted for. So like more surprises in store for us.
No, so there's no more surprises in store.
So let's talk about the girls.
Okay.
I think the Lou, Dorinda, Sonia part is like the expected.
Yes. And they also are going to be, the three of them are going to be doing like their catchphrases. They're going to do like, Dorinda's going to be like clip.
Yeah.
Like it's not going to be great. I mean, it could be. They can be great.
Yeah. They actually probably could benefit from like listening to producers.
Yes.
To tell them to like stop doing that.
Let's get some training in here.
Right? Okay, so then I think like the other three deserve a little bit more attention one by one. Ramona having announced that she has retired from RHONY. She won't be doing RHONY Legacy. And then being on this trip.
She's kind of the Cher of RHONY. Remember when Cher kept on doing farewell tours?
Which is like the way to do it. Like, let them think this is it.
Exactly.
Let them think this is it. I'm not surprised at all. And I'm shocked by people who are surprised, actually.
Yeah, in an era when we have Kristen Doute returning, we've got Jackson, Brittany on Watch What Happens Live, giving their own like Peacock specials.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so that's Ramona. I think Kelly Ben-Simone was after like the core three was maybe the most assumed.
She was named in every casting rumor.
Yeah.
She was part of that Page 6 thing that announced that Jill had been the reason that RHONY Legacy wasn't happening, etc.
Yeah.
It's just like,
I'm not excited, really.
Does she like? Do people like watching her on TV?
Do people like watching her on TV? Do people like? Does she have people in her life to tell her to not do this?
It'll be interesting, but I also feel like it worries me because it feels like we're going to get a very muted Kelly Ben-Simone.
Okay.
Because she will have people maybe telling her it didn't go well last time.
I think maybe the only interesting part for me is, for the longest time, it would have been Kelly and Jill coming on together as like a force. And then like, who's protecting Kelly here without Jill there?
Lou?
Really? Like, I don't think Lou's worried about Lou.
But like, they were friends back in the day, and I think they've remained kind of friendly.
I know, but like the Lou that was friends with Kelly on the show, does that Lou even exist anymore?
She's gone.
I don't think she's with us. Okay, and then maybe the most exciting part of it all, really.
I was excited.
Kristen Takeman.
Yeah, and obviously, like, since she obviously wasn't a name who would have been part of like the regular RHONY Legacy because she doesn't live in New York. So the fact that we're going on a trip opens her up to be on RHONY Legacy, girls trip, whatever we're calling it. And we haven't seen her in a long time on camera. And her first season, she was a huge part of the drama.
Well, famously, first season.
Yeah.
One of the rare girls to get that. I bet you the fact that she's doing a trip rather than filming regular season is probably better in terms of her personal life because she's still with the man.
Yeah, and that was going to be my question. Which one of these girls is going to bring up the Ashley Madison allegedly of it all?
Which one?
Dorinda.
You think?
Dorinda gets mean.
I know, but it doesn't. It feels like Dorinda would bring that up, like if Kristen like doesn't put the milk away or something. Like there's got to be like a trigger point. Like I don't think she's gonna bring it up. Like
but I think there will be a trigger point. Obviously, they do have history. They were on the same show together, and I do think that Kristen might say maybe Kristen says something first about all there is to say about Dorinda.
Oh, I mean, Kristen famously like holding her wine glass out as Dorinda's like having a meltdown in the restaurant.
Dorinda's like first meltdown that she had, yeah.
But like back then we didn't recognize it as a meltdown.
We just thought it was like a special occasion.
Special occasion. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. No, I'm here for the take renaissance.
Yeah, they're take minning it.
Okay. One last thing, and I think the perfect transition into reboot, when all the dolls were at the upfronts,
Yeah.
and Takeman's like with the old girls and the new girls, it's almost like Takeman, like
She should be with
you
the
look like
new
a new
girls.
girl.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, she was like with her peers and their elders.
Okay, let's talk about the reboot, because we got that like boring tease a week or two ago.
It was the apple and somebody picked it up.
Then we got like a start spreading the news tease
With like Andy behind a newspaper?
which was that actually like turned me off.
Why?
Andy's not part of the show.
I know, but he's Mr. New York.
I know. I didn't get it.
I think it's like Bravo being like, you like Andy? He loves New York.
Then you'll like this. Then I was just like walking through the city, start spreading the news, like a very uninspired tease, I would say. And then okay, so the tease then is also the photo shoot,
Yeah.
which
On the buildings.
I think the individual photos I like, but the group photo copying the view on the same rooftop, not doing it for me.
I liked it.
I would say Brynn, really, of the girls in the photo shoot, is the one that's gagging me.
She's doing amazing, sweetie. She's literally wearing the
Pearls.
Kim K Playboy look.
Yeah.
That Kim K then wore to the Met Gala, basically.
Yeah. I'm loving every second of it.
I mean, Brynn is a star.
Well, we got the tease. Did we get the trailer the same day?
I think it all came out around the same time.
I mean, I know time is a social construct, but like, was it the same day?
I think it was.
Okay. Like in the morning, we got the tease for the trailer that afternoon.
I don't know. This has been like 2 weeks for me, nonstop.
Okay. Trailer. We just rewatched. Brynn is the star of the show.
She really is. If you want to play a fun game, rewatch the trailer now. Just watch Brynn.
We just watched Brynn. And that's most of the trailer.
No, I mean, I really enjoyed the trailer. It feels to me like it hit the exact right notes. And I'm excited for the show.
So here's the thing. I think there's a few factors. Number one, my expectations were on the floor. The bar was on the floor. Because I just wasn't getting like a great vibe at BravoCon of the girls sitting up there.
You didn't get a vibe from them standing.
I didn't get a good standing vibe. It just felt very like, I know this is maybe a little reductive, but like influencer
The
vibes.
thing is, they're not influencers.
They're not influencers. Okay, we're not.
Everyone online is like saying these influencers, but they're like not influencers.
They're not influencers. Okay. And so my expectations were low. And then also the other thing, when you watch a trailer for a Housewives that has no history, like a season one trailer, it's hard to really like even get what's going on or who's who. But I feel like I got it.
Yeah, now I know who's who.
Yeah, I know who's who.
I know the girls.
I kind of, and then now I think we've heard Andy talking about Jenna Lyons on the show. And it's like, I think the way he's describing it is she's not driving story, but her existence is driving story.
She's not purposely driving story. She's doing it accidentally.
Yeah.
She's the accidental activist.
I'm loving it. I'm loving that.
Just like looking at her excites me.
Very chic.
Yeah.
Let me just say.
Stop. And it sounds like we're going to get like some storylines where she comes across as very snobby, which I love.
I know. I guess this is one of those things where like, oh, you were this high position of J. Crew, right? Mm-hmm. And you always hear like, okay, like someone like leaves, and then they go like find something else, right?
Yeah.
And I always think like that's because of money, but it sounds like she made all the money she needs.
Right. What does she do? Well, she's got like a company
And she's
now.
I think she's just like dipping and doing, but like she's not J. Crewing.
Yeah, she's not J. Crewing.
But it sounds like you can like be very rich for a period of time, and then just like do what you want, really.
Yeah, I'm excited to see their apartments.
Oh well, that's the other thing. Like, here's the thing with RHONY.
The apartments used to be like shitholes.
It's hard. Like, it's hard to look rich,
right,
in New York City.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're rich in New York, you're looking normal.
Yeah, exactly.
So to like look rich in New York, you're like super rich.
Yeah, like I mean, like old New York
Was once New Amsterdam.
Like Ramona's apartment was a nice size for a New York City apartment. But like compared to like what we're looking at in like Beverly Hills, it's not. There's like no square feet.
Well, we were always joking like Dorinda's apartment in the city was like a 1-bedroom.
Yeah, Dorinda's apartment in the city was like smaller than your old apartment in downtown Brooklyn.
I mean, Lou couldn't keep a home.
We were always moving. Speaking of dipping and doing, and then
The queen of dipping and doing.
obviously Sonia's townhouse, and then like once Leah and Ebony came around, those were just like normal apartments.
Yeah, we were
I'm
just-
going to Ebony's building tomorrow.
It's like, how are you let in to the building?
But like the fact that I have like peers
Access.
who are her peers.
Yeah. We're all peers here.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm looking forward to it. What is it? June or July?
July 16th, right after my birthday.
Oh, what a gift!
Yeah, and you better. My birthday is July 13th. Everyone listening, I take gifts.
Subscribe to Patreon. The perfect gift. Oh my god, this week Patreon 15 iconic moments for Housewives. We got Adrienne Maloof.
Yeah.
We got Alex McCord.
Yeah.
We got
Dorinda Medley.
Dorinda.
Camille Grammer.
What are we doing here without Dorinda?
Exactly. That's a
That
Sonia Morgan.
didn't even come up as an option.
But I actually mean I would actually like gifts that aren't you subscribing to Patreon.
No, I prefer subscribing to Patreon because that's a gift for me too. Okay, let's do Atlanta taglines. Okay. So we had to wait for 3 episodes for this, but here we are. First, Marlo Hampton.
Okay.
My past may be checkered, but my future is solid gold.
That's good.
I love it.
Yes.
Especially with like the gold theme of the promo shoot.
Wasn't that like orange theme? Were they wearing gold?
No, they're wearing gold.
Okay.
Yeah. Mostly are like shades of gold. Okay. Next up, Drew Sidora. Forget the gaslight. I'm taking the spotlight.
That's good.
I think it might be best. Best in show.
That's good for especially like, but like, it's about what happened after the show.
I don't think it needs to be after because last year everyone's telling her you're being gaslit, you're being gaslit, you're being gaslit. And now, like, as we will get into when we talk about Atlanta, we're starting the music career up. So she's taking the spotlight. Okay. Kenny Burris. My roots are in Atlanta, but my branches are worldwide.
That's good.
This is probably one of the best since I may be small. Oh
my God.
But my empire is still growing.
No, that's great.
It's really good.
I would say better than Drew's.
Okay. Different strokes for different folks. Kenya. I got to do it justice.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't do it for the culture. Honey, I am the culture. It's very like rule of culture number 73.
That's good.
That's good. Okay, Sonia. If you can't keep the pace, stay out of my race.
It's solid. I mean, her
Solid gold?
entire like personality is about running.
Well, I mean, she is a gold medal
Medalist.
winner.
Yes.
Okay, Sheree. She by Sheree. More like she broke the internet. It's like, no, you broke your internet. It's like you didn't plug it in or something.
No, it's perfectly Sheree.
Yeah.
Delusion. They're actually, every single one of those is pretty good.
No, Atlanta tends to be good. It tends to be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not doing like word salad like we're in Beverly Hills.
Okay, so that is taglines. We get into the shows, and I think we're getting into Atlanta.
Let's go to Atlanta.
Let's go to Atlanta. Okay. Let's check in with Drew first, because we were missing her last
She hasn't
week.
been with us. And like Dan likes to say, she's the future of Atlanta.
She is the future of Atlanta.
No, I saw someone say Sonya's the future of Atlanta online.
Makes you feel sick. If that's the future, I don't believe in it. That's not the future I believe in. No, actually, I was having more fun with her this week. But Drew, to come back, and I don't even know if we like landed on the family struggles. Something's going on with her dad.
Yeah, we landed. The dad has Alzheimer's and he's been put into a nursing home.
Oh, yeah.
We
He's in
landed
a
pretty hard. Yeah.
It was a hard land, actually. Yeah. But she's back in the studio as well.
Good.
And we come to learn that she's released a song. Now, I like to think I'm keeping my finger on the pulse of music releases of the Housewives.
Mm-hmm.
Little did I know. Like, is this one of those things where I released a song, but like she actually didn't release until this episode dropped?
I don't know. Did you listen to it?
No.
Oh, I thought you were a Drew fan.
Okay. But then, side note, Candace announces she's releasing a remix of one of the songs from Deep Space Deluxe featuring Drew this upcoming weekend.
Good. And then, like, hopefully the Deep Space era
comes to a close.
And we start the new era.
Yeah. I mean,
Shallow space.
I'm hoping that like we get like an announcement at our show that we go to New York. Like, fans, I want you to be the first to know. We're going to
While you drink your juicy juice.
We're going to the Milky Way.
Yeah.
No, we're in the Milky Way.
No.
We're going to the
sun.
The deeper space?
Black hole? Ooh, she should call it black hole.
Okay. Let's check in with Candy, which I feel like Candy actually had a lot going on this episode.
This scene.
Candy's awake.
The things that we're doing.
Which scene are we talking about?
When we're tasting?
Okay, when we're tasting. Let's taste first. Yeah.
So we're tasting.
Okay.
Yeah. So then we're opening up a Mexican restaurant also.
But we had flashback to 3 years ago of us like thinking about opening the Mexican restaurant.
I think they're gonna call it Ole G.
Ole G. You gotta give it to them. You got
it. Sometimes the branding gets too.
No, it's good.
The references sometimes are too inner circle.
Well, I think they're realizing with Blaze, it's like, oh no, we should have. Like, we're not succeeding because we don't have like enough of a reference.
Blaze is like so. That restaurant could be anywhere by anyone.
So I don't know if you can speak to this, but like they're talking about how this is like they put this restaurant in like not the right part of town or something.
I think, yeah, and I think I know where they're talking about. Also, that's when the producer walks on to try to get them to talk about what happened at Blaze.
I mean, our cousin is showing up in sling.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's the perfect opportunity to discuss.
But they can't because it's like legal issues.
No, obviously, like if there is an open court case, you're not going to want to like talk about it. Yeah.
You know who talks about all his legal issues?
Jeff Lewis.
Every day.
That's like his strategy in the court case. Yeah. Okay, but the other Candy thing for me was when she was with Sonya and they're like having a good time. And Sonya brings up like, oh yeah, I was hanging out with Courtney. And I'm like, there's one other girl that like Sheree maybe. And Courtney's like, yeah. Candy went someplace and talked about it. and posted it on Instagram. And after she posted, like
The crowd.
the wrong crowd went there, and it was ghetto.
Yeah.
And then Kenny's like, oh, so what did you say in response to that? And Sonya's like, which is funny because like this is actually the same Sonya we got last year, where she doesn't know the Housewives game at all. She's so bad at it.
Yeah, like don't go repeating this information if you didn't sit there and defend.
Yeah,
and, like you're gonna have to answer for this at the reunion. The other thing about Courtney is she's Ralph's cousin.
Yeah, she's Courtney in the act. She's Ralph's like great aunt.
There's a great aunt involved somewhere.
And when there's a great aunt involved, you know that's great.
We're going far away though for that reference.
Yeah. Okay, let's check in. Okay, so Kenya is visiting Sheree in the distribution center. Sheree in the distribution center.
Walking in.
Being like, can you iron these clothes? And they're like, it'll cost you.
It's like...
And she's like, forget it. Forgot I said anything.
Like, also, like, who's working here? Like, Sheree. Sheree interacting with, like, people she's employing is always so wild.
She just, like, never knows where to meet them.
Exactly.
Kenya and her getting into it over the fight that we kind of glossed over between her and Martell.
And, like, Sheree points out that Kenya has this habit of calling black men aggressive.
Yes.
And so it's like this interesting conversation that they're having. And I didn't even think that like we'd have a scene between the two of them like one-on-one like this.
Right away.
What had happened
Yeah.
In last week's episode. So, but that goes to show like that is the professionalism of these Atlanta women too.
Yeah.
They will show up.
Oh yeah. There's no I'm not filming with. Although there was I'm not filming with Portia and Kenya for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the interesting counterpoint of Sheree's thing is Sheree like laughing at Candy bringing the wrong crowd and being ghetto. So that was interesting.
Yeah.
Did we get much from Marlo this week? I don't think so.
There's not a ton, no.
Yeah. That was Atlanta. I was down on the first episode of Atlanta, and then I came around, I think, a little bit more in the second episode.
I think, like, now that Drew's back...
well, that's what I was missing, really.
Yeah. But, like, we're now seeing the things that they're talking about on camera. The first episode was, like, I felt like I was playing catch-up with things that were going on off camera that we were, like, having to catch up on.
I just don't know where we're going. Like, what's the direction?
Girl, where do you think we're going?
Where do you think we're going? Sound off in the comments below. Okay. Let's do SummerHouse Martha's Vineyard.
Let's go.
So I only caught this recently before recording this podcast because I was like, I had to be in Hyrule on Sunday night.
So stupid.
So I'm here finally, and so I take like a ferry from Hyrule to Martha's Vineyard.
Can't you be on Hyrule when you're in Martha's Vineyard, like on the little thing you hold?
So here's the thing: I could, but I feel like that would be both disrespectful to Martha and to Hyrule.
Because like the experience is a lot better on the bigger screen or whatever.
Yeah, but I want to give the attention that Martha and Hyrule each deserve.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, so Martha. What's number one to me? Like, and this is I love looking at things on like the production, big picture level. We still have two people in cast photo who we have not met.
Crazy. And we have all these people who aren't in cast photo.
We got Mariah still 2 episodes deep, and so that means 3 episodes because she didn't leave this episode. And we met Phil.
Yeah. Phil, who fucking took a shit.
Phil is like not reading the room. He's
not well. Well, I mean, like he fell into a bush on his way into the house.
Okay, so it's not like he missed a flight. Is it like I'm at the airport drinking all day situation?
It must have been. Right?
I think that it's a little bit of that, but like to come in, there's like another level of coming in and being like, oh, this is my room.
Yeah.
Because I told my friend to claim a bed for me.
Yeah, to leave a note.
And he's like upset with Nick over this. And it's like, you should be upset with Bria if anyone.
Yeah.
But not really even Bria.
Right. It's wild. He's also like coming in and calling people like bald off the top and then like being like, that shirt would be cool if it was a size bigger or something. It's like, what the fuck?
Okay. Shall we go to Moon Mass?
Mm-hmm.
Mariah. Oh, what are we doing?
Oh my God.
There's nary a single soul interested in Moon Mass.
I know. It was like too cold. The smoke was getting into people's eyes.
It's interesting that it's too cold because I do know this was filmed in like August, I think.
But those Massachusetts
Yes,
summers,
yes,
and
yes,
then
yes, yes.
think about it, they're on an island.
Oh my God, the breeze.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So we have a showdown over the dog materials and the towels.
So, like, the problem was she put the dog stuff in with clean towels.
See, that's what I'm not really getting. Is like if we're washing, we're washing. Right?
Yeah.
Like I don't want I don't really want a dog toy. But like I don't.
But like I guess there's like the possibility that there could be like hair that remains, doesn't make it through the wash or whatever.
Listen, I wouldn't go as crazy as Mariah was getting, but I am loving seeing like the other like there's pro dog and anti dog.
Yeah,
I'm loving.
You love the representation of anti dog activists.
But I would never go so crazy as this.
It's like
we're pushing and shoving.
I know. Imagine Lisa Vanderpump watching this.
Oh my! She would stop this forever. Okay. Okay. Oh. Nick was a little nasty when Shanice came in.
Yes, about her looks.
It's like, yeah, she's not in full glam from her Instagram photo off the plane.
You know how hard it is to get to Martha's Vineyard? You got to go plane, bus,
another plane,
ferry,
bus,
another bus,
another club. We got to go to Flavors, another club.
Yeah. Shanice is the one who went in the first car to the dinner, right? And left her friend behind.
Oh, Bria?
Yeah.
I don't know who's in what car, but okay.
I think Bria was mad that she got left behind.
Oh, I think Bria was mad that like Shanice was in the car while the fight was going
yeah, she like left the fight and then
yeah.
She didn't want to take a side.
Yeah. I understood Mariah not going out with the group, but why was Preston staying home?
I don't know, like he's gay.
I do think when Alex and I were in Martha, we like looked up like, is there a gay moment here? And I don't think there's. I think there's nary a gay moment. No. Very Dolores.
I mean,
and the ropes course.
The only gay thing there is I think there's like a part of it called Gay Head. Like there's a part of Martha's Vineyard called Gay Head.
Oh, but that's the most you're gonna get is the name.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's called Gay Head.
Or you could like think about Provincetown being.
You can swim to Provincetown.
Okay. I love going to Flavors and like everyone not liking it.
Yeah.
Jasmine and Silas. I'm not sure this is right.
It seems like
it's like I don't think you should. Lisa Barlow vibes.
Yeah, it seems like they don't know each other all that well, and he's weirdly controlling.
So as I guessed last week, this is a pure COVID relationship.
When they said they met
At the top.
April 6th, 2020, I was like, we were all still in our houses.
But I almost think like April 6th was almost when like the rest of the nation were like starting in the house. Like in New York, we were in like mid-March.
Yeah.
And then like they were figuring it out in other parts of the country.
Yeah, this was like at this point, I feel like people were criticizing, like, remember the gay party that happened early COVID?
Oh.
And like everyone was obsessed and dragging everyone.
Yeah.
Like that was this Sarah. How were you going on dates?
No, people were going on dates like park dates.
Yeah.
But they were not doing a park
Not
date.
April 6th though.
April 6th. No,
I was still banging a pot in a pan. And crossing the street when somebody would walk by.
For clappy hour?
Yeah.
No, I love this detail. I'm so glad we're like learning all of this. But how do we meet? April 2020. And we are full blown married?
Yeah.
June 2022?
People move quick.
No, actually, you know what? I'm sounding like Danielle right now.
Yeah. You did have a pretty long relationship before you got engaged.
I know, but we were young.
Also, like, literally, marriage equality hadn't come to the
I know.
entire country. It was legal in New York, but
Like freshly legal in New York.
Yeah.
When we started dating.
2011, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
2014 is when you started dating. Oh, you don't want to say? Sorry.
Like, all right, how fresh? Like off the tree, ripe? That was it ripe? Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah. I love Amir.
Oh, he's so handsome.
It's like, oh, what's the podcast that does the battle?
Oh.
The girls?
Like two judgy girls?
Two girls.
I think it's two judgy girls.
Amir?
They do the Battle of the Men every year.
To quote Monique, ooh, he's taking it.
Jeez, Dan, I've never seen you get H word.
No, I was quoting it like Monique.
Okay.
I didn't have a bone. Oh no, we love Amir. Who's Amir's counterpart?
Girly pop.
Jasmine's best friend or a friend, Jordan? Jordan sounds right.
Yeah, Jordan.
Okay.
Because he was like, the only thing was he did go like, I'm claiming Jordan. When he was with the men. I don't like when men are together talking like men.
Jordan and Jasmine in the streets, pushing, shoving. Jasmine is like, for Jasmine to be the matriarch, she's a little crazy.
I mean, it's like
it is the
Hub House walked so she could run.
Oh no, but I think she's like the equivalent to Kyle.
So that makes sense.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
he's also crazy.
Yeah, he's crazy too. I'm having a good time in the Vineyard.
Me too. Me too. Very much so.
Okay, shall we get to the Hamptons?
Yes, let's go.
We're picking up with Carl and Roberto.
Yeah.
Danielle's not one of the girls.
Yeah. And then we're going to the alley with Kyle. And then all of a sudden it's, you will never see my face again.
I mean, okay. I think Kyle was doing a good job in trying to fix the situation.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One that he helped start
Well,
last week.
no. Well, he helped start it last week, but I do think in the week in between, I'm sure 30 people told them Danielle was acting crazy.
Sure.
I don't think if Kyle had not said anything, we would not still have arrived at the same.
Of course you defend Kyle in that way. He started it. And it made them stew.
But somehow Lindsay baked a pineapple upside down cake.
Good.
There's a pineapple upside down cake in the Alice and Roman dessert book that I had no interest in making. But now that House did it, I kind of like want to take like a stab at it.
When I was a Boy Scout, we went camping and someone made a pineapple upside down cake over the campfire somehow.
What? Did they like cast magic? How did they do
No,
this?
I remember it being really cool and good.
Okay.
I was a gamer back then. I brought my Game Boy camping.
What games were in your Game Boy?
I think I was playing a Simpsons game at that point.
Okay. So you were what's the right word? Like not branded, like a licensed girl. You like the licensed games.
Or other games not licensed?
So like
like licensed to what? A brand?
from like Simpsons, Mickey Mouse,
Okay.
like.
No, I would play anything. I had Kirby.
Oh well, of course, Kirby was the girl on GameCube.
Yeah. Boy?
Yeah, but like the girl.
No. Game Boy, not Cube.
I always thought like, why is there a game girl? Come on.
There was, remember Talk Boys? They did come out with a Talk Girl.
yes,
Yeah.
I do remember that.
I had the phone, the Talk Girl phone.
Yeah. Okay, so Lindsay comes and does not help.
Yeah. Well, she's activated.
We're gonna go to Hampton Social where we have real friends. Oh no, she's actually interestingly enough that night asking, "Where is my boyfriend?"
Yeah.
And like a more sober Lindsay would have said, "Where's my fiance?"
And next week, she talks about her husband, as we saw in the preview.
Yeah. Well, I actually like that. I don't think that was a misstep. I think that was like a sticking your chest out, like, yeah, you know.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
I liked how you stuck your chest out when you said that.
Okay. So they disappear. We're waking up. The bed's made.
Mm-hmm.
They never came home. We have boat day. We go out to the boats. I do want to just like nip the Carl and Lindsay part in the bud.
Mm-hmm.
Them sneaking in when everyone is gone. Carl, like, it's actually crazy. Carl being even angrier than he was last night. Like,
I know.
throwing towels over cameras.
It's crazy.
Producer and Lindsay being like, no, we need to shoot us leaving.
Yeah.
Lindsay, the consummate professional, saying like, it won't make sense if we just disappear.
She knows.
I mean, this is the girl we love.
Mm-hmm. Though it would have made sense if they just disappeared.
I know, but she wants to make a TV show.
Of course.
Yeah, so they disappear. Okay, so now we're on two boats. Why can't we fit on one?
That made no sense. That bigger boat seems like it could hold, but maybe it's the crew.
The crew. That's where I landed. Is like, okay, it's like 6 and 6 almost, right?
Yeah.
Kind of 5 and 5, maybe.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting. Paige and Craig are in different boats.
Yeah, but when you're like together for a while, it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
It's like the only two that really want to be together are Corey and Sam.
Mm-hmm.
Because everyone else, like, you see each other all the time.
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah. Kyle, like, paddling over to the other boat was a lot of fun. I just like it. I'm sorry.
You love him so much.
One minute I'm loving Amir. Next minute I'm loving Kyle. It's like, what?
Of all the like men on the kid shows, I think Kyle is one that Andy likes among the highest.
Oh. Well, I think he used to like all the Vanderpump guys so much. And then he realized like they're all really shitty.
They're idiots, yeah.
So like now he knows like, oh, let me like Craig, let me like Kyle.
And I think Kyle is smarter than most of them.
Oh, so he appreciates his intelligence.
Yes. I hate that I'm calling Kyle smart.
No, he is. I do think like that's well known, especially after
It's well known.
especially after the traders.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's well known in the community that Kyle is smart.
Yeah. Boat Day turned into probably the biggest slob kebab day of the entire summer.
I mean, Craig, man.
I'm actually like happy that Carl was not here for this. Because I don't even want to be here for this.
Well, it's like you're drinking all day in the sun on a boat. That is slob kebab.
And like the fact that we have 2 guests hosting, Craig and Corey.
Yeah, the sushi.
Making
dinner.
like gross sushi. Ugh. I really don't want to like touch that.
Sushi made by Craig from Southern Charm.
And I gotta say, like, it was such a turn off. Like, I don't like that energy of like destroying things and like throwing things in the pool.
That was his gag in Winter House though too.
Oh, was it?
Remember he kept on like purposely breaking glasses and stuff?
Oh, I think that's so gross.
Me too.
It's like one of the grossest things you could do.
It's horrible.
It's like,
well, it's like that is straight
that's
cis men culture. It's like, what do they do when they win a fucking game or lose a game? They destroy cities.
Yeah,
have you seen Philadelphia?
We turn cars over.
Have you seen Boston?
Yeah,
I lived near the North End in Boston in college. It was a horror show.
Yeah, I really didn't care for that.
It's like, and they are the ones who have the most rights. Think about how fucked up that is.
Let's turn that upside down.
Yeah, come on, please.
Okay, we got to talk about Megabed and the moving of the nightstand with 500 empty bottles on the nightstand.
Like Burger King
wrappers,
Burger King, like old Diet Cokes.
Loverboys abound.
Horrible.
A horror show.
That's disgusting.
It makes you feel sick.
Megabed's fun though.
I mean, that's your like dream come true.
A giant bed. You know how much Willy Wonka time you can do?
You can do so much Willy Wonka time. Well. Okay. Oh. I almost forgot. Like, after boat day, Danielle turns into like the principal.
Okay, so we are having a good time after boat day. Like, everyone's like kind of buzzed and like fucking around, and the 2 newbies, Chris and Corey, decide to go into Carl and Hubhouse's
empty
room, and like poke around. Something that like a lot of people would do probably.
Yeah, sure.
And they find 2 like fucking plastic cowboy hats
from Kyle's birthday party,
and they put them on, and they're like running around, and there's like this masterly done miscommunication that happens where Chris, I think, says to Maya, "Oh yeah, we're shopping in Lindsay and Carl's room," like joking about the hats. And she then reports to Danielle,
Maya,
yeah, apparently people are shopping in Lindsay and Carl's room. They're all putting on like different clothes of theirs, and like all the like blows it out of proportion.
Danielle's like, how dare you?
That is not funny.
I can destroy the most important day in their life, but you dare put on a cowboy hat from their bedroom?
We should be above this. We should be above this.
I can't wait for the reunion.
It's more, she's gonna have a lot to answer for.
Almost more than like Vanderpump Rules reunion.
No,
but okay, so Vanderpump Rules reunion.
Let's not be crazy.
I know, but listen. I'm excited for Vanderpump Rules reunion, but like, what is there to say? It is what it is, right? Whereas like the stakes are lower, but higher, not higher. The stakes are lower, but also still high.
I actually wouldn't say the stakes are lower. It's just like not as, the people aren't talking about it as much.
Oh, well, that's a whole different ball game. But like, this is a long-term friendship.
Yeah.
You know?
And I think Lindsay went scorched earth, so I wonder how much we'll get out of her.
But I think we covered it, the preview next week.
She looks so scary.
I'm loving it. I actually I see myself in this.
The two of them coming back in the same weekend with their luggage, I want to know.
It's icon behavior.
What the fuck?
No, a producer's you better fucking get the fuck back in there. And Lindsay's aye, aye, Captain.
Oh my God.
I'm loving every fucking second of it. Wow.
We need to get a Vanderpump person on SummerHouse next season to get us some ratings. So,
who's your choice?
Maybe Ariana. She's dating somebody who's New York based.
Oh. To quote Lisa Rinna.
But the unfortunate thing is that Vanderpump films in the summer.
Especially this summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. But maybe a guest star.
A weekend.
Oh, yeah. Throw them in for a week.
Give her a half up, half down.
Let's do an epic crossover.
Oh, back to the roots.
Yes. Send the girls, the Vanderpump girls.
Oh, my God. But what's the connection? What girl are they connecting to?
They're one big Bravo family.
Oh, true definition of a Bravo family.
Yeah, and she was with Kyle last night after Watch What Happens Live.
Yes. How could I forget that?
You just cracked yourself up. It is a good reference.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Why don't we head on over to
The Garden State.
The Garden State, and kind of like Vanderpump Rules, a fake finale once again.
Right.
Because we have this finale, and then we have a one episode Teresa's getting married finale.
Yeah, it's called it's branded. Yeah.
Yeah, Teresa's getting married. Yeah. Okay, so it's all about celebrating Ireland, the Ireland Prohibition, which I don't think this is a thing. Actually, I was Googling it, and I know that we have a good Ireland listenership, so I would love to really get to the bottom of this. I think that there was a Good Friday no sale of alcohol prohibition for a long time, but not the Roaring 20s prohibition of the United States.
Right. And also lots of places in the US still there's certain days where you can't buy or sell alcohol.
Well, you can't sell it before noon on Sunday or something.
But for years and years and years until pretty recently, I grew up in Georgia.
Oh, yeah.
And Sundays you couldn't buy or sell alcohol.
Even in a bar?
No, a liquor store,
right,
I think. Yeah.
That's so funny. In a liquor store, but you could sell in a bar.
I guess. Yeah. Laws are stupid.
Yeah. There's some good ones.
No, there's some good ones. Yeah.
There's some good ones.
No, but yeah, it's just funny because all these people on this show are too...
No one's asking the hard questions.
They aren't bright enough to realize that Prohibition was an American thing.
Yeah. We're just showing Irish Prohibition.
Yeah.
Okay, speaking of the Irish component of this, though, the girls that had dancing outside, first of all, were they dancing from start to finish?
Right.
And then I couldn't tell, are these children or are these old women?
These are children.
I'm not sure.
I think that they're children that they borrow. They just are heavily made up.
Okay. I was confused.
My big problem here is we have them dancing for the sound effect on this piece of plywood. I was could we not stain this piece of wood? Can we add a lacquer to it?
I loved coming straight from Home Depot.
Yeah.
I love a Home Depot special.
It really does cheapen the events. No offense.
No.
Yeah.
I felt this was a high class event, actually.
I thought this was a classy party.
Okay, so Jeff Fessler.
Yes.
I'm going big picture here. Jeff Fessler felt like a kid on Christmas morning. He was not engaging, but his eyes were wide watching and a smile on his face. Even when people were screaming at each other.
I know. Jen Fessler, she should have brought Cassie and Mazzy, first of all. They would have fit in
course.
with the red hair,
Of course,
Irish.
of course.
And then her trying to set up Frankie with her
Give me your
daughter.
phone.
With her daughter. I want eyes on the daughter.
Oh, well, you know, that's probably our full-time tomato special next year.
Yeah, the tomato special she's given. They're going to do a tomato special about Jen Fessler.
No.
They're going to do it before they were housewives about Jen Fessler.
No, it's very like Sutton Strack, like, oh, you think you know, you have no idea.
Exactly.
Here's my daughter.
Who recently had a birthday, I believe.
Oh, well, it only comes once a year.
Yeah. What's her name? Like Parker?
Parker Posey. Okay. We got Frank and Tanya and Brittany in the house.
Good. Get them in the house.
We've got
The Goldschneiders.
we have the Goldsteiners. I would say we probably got more audio from Evan than Jackie this episode.
Yes.
I'm sad to say.
Yes.
I'm not sure I heard Jackie's voice.
Yeah. I shared space with them last Saturday.
Oh, I know that.
Yes.
It's always good to see them.
Yeah, it's always good when they come out with dolls.
We got Marge and Joe Josephs.
Yes.
We got Joey and Melissa, of course.
You just naming the cast.
The cast. No, but well, what I'm going to say is the last to show up was Tree and Louie.
They were busy investigating people.
So, like, you know, I've got my finger on the pulse. The girls are saying online, oh, Tree was like nervous, didn't want to come because she knew what was going to go down this episode with a soldier.
Right.
That soldier being
Danielle Cabral.
Soldier Cabral.
Yes. Sergeant Cabral.
Sergeant Cabral had an attack order.
Yeah. At 5,900. What are the times?
5,900. It goes up to 2,400, sweetie. We're going like 2 days forward.
Yes. Speaking of like 2 days, the fact that we're here like 3 days before Teresa's wedding, I'm like,
don't you have anything to do?
you should be like resting.
No, but what's funny is we're here 3 days before. Tomorrow night we have the pre, then we got the pre, and then we got the main event.
Yeah. And we had heard about this event online, when it was happening. Little did we know. I feel like the detail didn't come out that we were at an Irish themed party.
Sometimes you gotta save for the show.
Yeah. That was a pleasant surprise. I kind of liked that Irish flag mural. I would like that in my home.
I kind of liked a spotlight on different Irish foods that we don't really hear about.
Yeah.
Like a bacon wrapped stuffing, like sign me up for that.
Yeah. And I like that we're getting like a little taste of whiskey as you walk in.
Oh my! How many close-up shots of the man pouring into
with
the glass?
with the two glasses in one hand.
It was definitely the same shot used over and over.
Also, like going back to the Irish dancers, like Paulie lives in like a townhouse community. And did you notice like the onlookers as people were getting out, the Irish dancers? It was funny.
No, I missed that. I'm like too focused.
I love when they have an audience.
Okay. So Danielle, she is the messenger.
So yeah, she never wanted to hear this information to begin with. So she's telling Melissa during this party because it's the last party and she has to. And
so she's talking about it with Jen Aiden. And Jen Aiden's like, no, you can't say it. But it's like, Jen Aiden, once we say it on the show, we said it to everybody.
Don't you think Jen Aiden was like going through the motions of no, you can't say it? Of
course like
you're gonna
acting.
Go say
okay,
it.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I guess so. Sure. I do think this was like Danielle Cabral's best moment of the season.
Yeah.
In terms of like, she finally had like something to really sink her teeth into.
She was really born to serve. Like be a soldier.
How is serving impacted you? I don't know. Ask her. You're like truly sick.
No, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's just very comfortable in this role.
Yeah.
And like, it feels like she's watched all the people before her who have served Tree.
She's like seen all the fallen soldiers.
She's serving Tree.
And she's like, no, I can serve with honor.
It's so stupid. So she's serving, and Marge keeps on hearing her name, or like Marge is reading lips actually.
That's actually a good skill.
Marge loves reading lips, whether they look like a monkey's asshole or not.
Oh my god.
That's a little callback.
Oh yeah.
So Marge goes over and busts up the show, and that's when all hell breaks.
Okay. So Louis Ruelas.
I've never seen a man so red.
It's like loving him was red. Tree.
Tweet. That's a good tweet to capitalize on the Eras tour.
Oh yeah. He represents the red era.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna from the school of Wendy Williams say allegedly, but like this is a drug, right?
Oh, I don't know.
I mean,
Or
I think Zia was welcoming the audience into that assumption by saying like, "Why are your eyes bugging?"
Yeah,
Right?
I guess. Yeah. I never know how to identify a drug.
I don't mean neither. Like the two of us were like the two dopiest dopes.
No, we're not dopes. Dope is drug.
It's like don't do dope.
Yeah. Remember, like Saved by the Bell, when they told us not to do dope?
Yeah. It's like what's that? I don't even know what that means. Okay. So I loved the like Zia, Teresa, like true, like I don't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah, I hate you.
Like loser.
Yeah.
Look at you.
I think loser's the best insult. Because people don't know what to say to it. Because like they're like, am I loser?
Oh, actually I love look at you.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, I gotta find a mirror.
Well, Tree's, that's like Tree's go-to for years and years and years. Look at you. And actually, can I say, unequivocally, because I think people are wondering.
Are you hugging or are you not?
No. I was going to say, I'm sorry to report, we were on the wrong side of history when this season of Jersey started.
Oh.
And when we declared that we were tree huggers. We are wrong.
You're saying we.
We were wrong.
You're forcing me.
We were wrong to do that.
Oh, okay.
And I have seen the light.
No.
Are you still hugging?
No. When I was in Gloucester, I saw a tree hugger hat, and I almost thought, should I?
Yeah, you should have.
I thought about it. Now listen. I think what like a lot of people online especially forget is we could all be a little wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, like I don't understand.
I'm always wrong.
No, but I don't understand the people online who are like, I love Teresa, and there's less people who are like, I love Zia, but it's like, they're not paying you. They're not gonna fuck you. Relax. Like,
yeah, they might make out with you in the back of a car. Just kidding.
Only if you're a baseball player?
I thought he was like a reporter.
Reporting on baseball?
I don't know. No, yeah. So that's what it comes down to. There's this rumor of Teresa. I mean, there's this rumor that Zia was seen in the back of a car somewhere in this city. I think with this man. I think his name.
Oh, we have names.
The name exists out there.
Okay.
I'm not going to say it.
Okay.
It's pretty easy. Go on like Reddit.
Sure. Or go on Fame Horgas.
That doesn't exist anymore. I think it's still up, but it's not updated. Yeah, so that's the rumor. Apparently, it came out a while ago. Joey already knows about it. But then the gag of the season is that this is what Zia's mad about, is that Louis summoned Joey to his home to tell him about this and basically say that we think you can do better than Zia. Which, like, actually, these people are all loony, because if you think that Joey Gorga at this time in our lives can do better than Zia Melissa...
But even worse, Gia calling Joey and saying, like, you can do better than Zia. That was, like, the final straw for me.
Yeah.
That is so bad.
I don't think so, honey.
I don't think so, honey. Like, I can't imagine an uncle-aunt situation, me weighing in. That is, it's like, what's on like Law and Order? Like, these crimes are especially heinous. Like, this crime is especially heinous.
Don't bring up the propaganda show.
Like, that is hard to come back from.
Yeah. It's bad.
Yeah, we need to say it's bad. Yeah. So we're going to have the wedding next week.
And, I mean, like, cameras up, fourth wall broken. We're seeing all the dolls.
Dorinda. I love a Jersey wedding.
Oh, my God. Fucking 3 sheets.
I mean, at a Jersey wedding,
Yeah.
how else should you be?
Yeah. Ion's in the preview.
Oh, my God.
Alexia.
Ashley Darby finally has a speaking role.
Yep.
Can't wait. Okay. Wow. We know you waited over an hour.
We're already over an hour?
Well, over an hour. For the Pump Rules finale.
Where were you?
Where were you? I was here. I was home.
I was in my home too. I stopped by this wine store on my way home next to my office because I knew they sell Vanderpump Rules.
Were they a buzz?
The guy, like someone who was working there, I overheard him going like, "We're selling a lot of that today."
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I'm not even joking.
Flying off the shelf.
Well, because like you're not walking into every wine store and finding Vanderpump Rules. So when you do, you gotta buy.
Oh, question from the audience: did you seek it out, or you knew it was there?
I knew it was there because I had been to that store with Jamie in the past, and we had found it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Important. Okay. I almost think like it would be a good series finale.
Oh.
It's like, this is how do you get better than this?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, but we don't want it to end.
No. Of course,
and we're not ending.
Course,
I mean, like,
of
they're
course.
throwing, I mean, like, Ariana's making the rounds on, she's not just doing press, she's doing major press. Like, The View is a huge show.
Today's show.
She's on with Hoda Kotb and Jenna Bush Hager, who used to be, I almost said used to be the daughter of a president, is the daughter of a former president.
She remains the daughter of. We are good as Uber Gold.
Oh, yeah. That's another.
I mean, to bring that back.
To choose the 3 of them for this commercial.
I know. Why are we leaving out
Katie?
Why are we leaving out
Terry?
Christina Kelly? Why are we leaving out Terry Maloney?
I will say my biggest regret for this episode, and I get why she wasn't on it, no Christina Kelly.
That actually was a huge regret.
Yeah.
And then it's almost like, how did we find space for Charlie and not Christina Kelly?
Well, I mean, I think Christina Kelly is busy.
Oh, yeah. With child.
Yes. I don't think they knew the cultural impact, but like they should have had Terry Maloney.
Yeah,
but they wouldn't know.
They wouldn't know.
Yeah.
They didn't know how important she was.
Also, I want to say let's release the Maloney cut of last week's episode because we're hearing a lot of things happened. The brother.
I mean, we're getting like cuts on Peacock of reunion. Let's get cuts of pre-finale and finale.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I gotta say, we're starting Watch What Happens Live, kind of taking a page from Potomac.
Yes, I loved this actually.
It's. I don't know if like people put those two and two together.
No,
They didn't.
only your brain works that hard.
The hardest working part, Bravo brain. Okay. All right, so we're picking up with Watch What Happens Live. We're picking up with two confessionals side by side.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready to talk about this?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're kind of like diving right into
I know.
the face-off.
Wow, I didn't realize we were going to get the face off so early.
I know.
I thought we were going to be leading up to that.
Either beginning or end, I guess.
Yeah.
Right?
And I like how they did it, to be honest.
Yeah. I think it is shockingly impressive, the performance of a lifetime that Ariana gave on this very Friday, the Friday that we recorded an emergency episode. Like, how do you even like have your thoughts together?
I don't know. Her mind, really, truly. I was even thinking like she is like beautifully media trained. When I was watching like The View today, I was like, wow, she really knows. She's really got it. She might be one of our greater minds.
Greater minds, yeah. Okay, so let's also like zoom out a little bit. She's talked about in the media how when she discovered between then and this scene, he was so nasty to her.
Yeah.
Like mean, yelling, da-da-da-da-da. And now he's crying all of a sudden. And she's able to like work with the Sandoval of the screen.
Yeah, and also we're talking around, we're saying a recorded FaceTime. We're talking around what was going on in that FaceTime.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, why would you record like you chatting on FaceTime?
Also, in general, like who thinks to record the FaceTime when you're like masturbating?
I don't
Allegedly.
like like for me, like recording is like I'm trying to get like a clip off of YouTube.
Yeah, exactly.
Like my brain doesn't go to like phone conversations and video chats.
No,
and
like
stuff.
I'm trying to put something on like Twitter that I think is funny that like 4 people will like.
It would never occur to me.
No.
Wow.
And like it sounds like he did it without her consent, right? Allegedly. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, I wonder like how do you start the session and be like we're filming this? You know?
Also like I don't know. I know people do it all the time, but it's like FaceTime masturbation.
But it's not like you're long distance. Like you're not in Europe.
Yeah.
You're gonna see each other again.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, Madonna mia.
It's like I understand the setup when there's like a computer involved is what I was trying to say.
But you can FaceTime on the computer.
True. Is this a FaceTime computer situation? No, probably not. Because
Maybe
she found it on his phone. I don't know.
But your library is synced from your computer and your phone.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
There's
That would make more sense. Because back in my day, people used to do it with like their laptops. I'm not saying I did. Don't put that look on your face.
It was Brendan. Release the tapes.
No.
But man, what a wordsmith. She knew what she was saying.
She really did.
But also, the moment of rage that we saw in the trailer, it was great seeing like from start to finish.
It's very rewarding. Like the lighting is great too because it was a rainy day in LA.
And like it doesn't rain in LA.
Well, now it does all the
Now
time.
it does all the time, but like last season it didn't rain in LA.
Yeah. This has been like the rainiest LA season, I think. I think the Angels are crying over the Scandival.
Scandivala.
Was that a part of your culture? The Angels are crying? Or like when it was thundering, like the Angels were bowling?
Yeah, no, it was like a diva down.
Yeah. Wait, Diva down.
We need a medic boots.
No, but that's... You didn't have the bowling?
But the Angels were divas.
But were they bowling?
Yeah, they were bowling.
Why did one go down during bowling?
Like a demon down. Okay. We're being crazy. Let's focus on the footage. Okay. We got Lisa taking audiences.
Yes. For the Ariana one, I was like, she should have gone to Ariana.
She should have gone to Ariana.
Yeah.
But I feel like isn't it an honor to go to Villa Rosa?
Yeah, but it's like it would have shown. I feel like it would
Grace.
It would have shown just like I can get down to your level and come to you and bring a little bit of Villa Rosa with me, maybe a bottle of Vanderpump Rules.
Okay. Oh yeah, because we're all bringing bottles to Ariana. Yeah,
and flowers, and then it makes sense for Sandoval to have to go up the mountain to Villa
climb
Rosa.
them out. He actually should not have been given a car. He should have had
Just
to
had
climb.
to walk. Yeah.
Like one of the Greek, not the gods, but the gods that are torturing.
Ooh, like the guy who had to push the rock.
Sisyphus.
Is he the guy who had to push the rock?
Yeah, he better Sisyphus not walk.
So stupid.
Okay, no, we jumped over Ariana and the dolls.
Ariana and the dolls, and then this is where Sheena says she's handing Katie a rosé and a tumbler, which is like, can we get some proper glassware? And it says, I think we can put our issues aside for right now.
The fact that they had not seen each other since the foyer of the hotel, actually was crazy because I forgot that Sheena had COVID for something about her celebration.
Yeah. And I mean, Sheena's getting off scot-free in this entire situation.
Okay, so everyone keeps saying this. I don't really understand.
Well, Sheena was, pushing the whole Raquel thing with Schwartz and just, being...
But that's more of a crime. That's more of a crime against
but
Katie than Ariana.
She was being a menace to society.
But, so I do think if Sheena's going to do anything, it's going to be a best friend to Ariana.
Mm-hmm.
She would never do anything against Ariana.
I didn't say she was doing anything against Ariana, but it's just she's just because of Scandoval, everyone forgot her kind of misdeeds during the season. But I mean, when you put your life on the line to go against Raquel, maybe deserved that we're all forgetting.
Yeah. I mean, in a way, there was a period of time where Schwartz was more in the clear, but now he's back in the crossfire.
He's really back in the crossfire after last night's episode.
The text message?
Just everything. Everyone's mad.
Wait, but we got to really talk about the text message. Ariana, put your phone down. Just have a girl's weekend.
It's so fucking condescending.
Sheer decadence. Sheer decadence is actually insane. How did he come up with sheer decadence?
He got a thesaurus and started looking up words that meant relaxing and
he listened to Jessie Ware and she said sheer decadence.
Shut up. He looked up self-care in a dictionary.
Okay. But also him moseying up to girls' night.
That was
to have a one-on-one with Ariana.
And I love that she was Tom, if you do any groveling for Tom Sandoval and saying I can't kick my friend when he's down, I will walk away. I love that. Also, when he went over to Katie's and he's oh, can I have a Coke or something? Next thing you know, he grabs a fucking Coors Light and pours it into a glass.
No, that felt right.
It felt right, but I was this fucking turd. I thought I almost got to the point where I was are brands that are competitors of Coors Light and Squirt doing product placements in this show? Because
what's Squirt?
It's a grapefruit soda drink. I would say
people drinking that?
Yeah, Tom Sandoval had one constantly, which my friend Sophia pointed out. It's kind of similar to Fresca, basically. But I was did the competitors of these brands like
place
them with the bad people on the show? Remember back in the day when Jersey Shore was popular, and there was like the rumor that like other designers were gifting the Jersey Shore cast like Gucci bags, to make Gucci look bad.
I love that. They could have their Gucci on.
Yeah.
Okay. When Schwartzy is bringing the dogs over, I really can't with like the baby voices.
Oh yeah.
That makes me feel.
That's
sick.
how people talk to their dogs.
I know, but like it's like they talk to the dogs, but then like he's like it like transfers over to Katie.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's not purely for the dogs. Mm-hmm. Like oh my baby, mama.
Well, they used to go to the bubba.
Yeah, no, that was a good sit down between the two of them.
Yeah. And Katie's apartment looked so great.
All right, Connor being relax. Like this little sad rinka-dink apartment that like all of them are like back in rinka-dinks. It's like truly a full circle moment.
You were being such a bitch to Connor.
Was I really?
No, it's fine.
He said it was so great. Like so great? It was, or so nice. It was like nice, fine. Right? Like I don't think she wants to be there long term.
Yeah.
I think it's like the stepping stone. Like they sell, she's renting, and then maybe goes buys something new.
Yeah.
I don't think she bought this place.
No. I mean, she should have been in the fucking Uber One commercial so she can buy a fucking house.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, especially, because she's Music Kills Katie. She loves music more than Lala does.
She should have been like directing like Lala was like, all right,
Exactly,
girls.
yeah.
Let's do it. Okay. We got to talk about the 0-inch slides. Walked in the club. Kristen Duty coming in on our slides, sliding in.
The way this is being received online, she is the toast of the town.
Oh, I think there's like a crumb of like not toast of the town, but there's a toast of the town. Yeah.
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 I mean, toast famously has crumbs.
Wow. I really set you up.
Her like little witchcraft moments.
It's actually like a study in branding.
Yeah, putting the witch
back in Wheel.
Yeah.
No, I mean, yeah, we weren't asking for this.
This reminded me. Do you remember season 4 of RHONY when Alex McCord and Jill Zarin like write things on pieces of paper?
Oh yeah,
and then burn
yeah.
them in the backyard in Brooklyn. It's reminded me of that.
You know, I feel like when you do this kind of stuff, you got to speak with like a little bit more authority and confidence.
When you do witchcraft?
Yeah. And like she almost was like a little like half sure of what she was even saying. You got to have it down pat.
She's got to learn from that girl in Martha's Vineyard.
Oh my God. Yes. We need a moon mass lesson for Duty. Yeah. Yeah, that was the Duty moment. When we learned that she was filming, I'm not sure what I pictured. I thought maybe it would be like with the girl. I thought it was going to be with Sheena, with Katie.
Yeah, and I think the way they portrayed her in the preview, it felt like she was coming back to stir shit up. But she didn't. And we didn't need her to.
No.
Enough shit is being stirred.
There's enough shit. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's just in the toilet with their spoons.
Okay. Let's talk about Raquel confessional, Raquel singular scene.
Another Coors Light SpawnCon moment.
Another Galaxy Light SpawnCon moment.
Oh, they should do branding together. The Galaxy Light and the Coors Light. Tom was so weird with the fucking lighting too. He made her like turn off the other lights so that it's better.
Like he's like, it's giving Lindsay Hubbard trying to produce.
I know. This scene was just, I mean, there were obviously like, there was the moment when she asked about the family and he said, they love you. And she said, I love you. And he was forced into saying that he loved her. And then like when he accidentally called her Ariana, it felt more awkward than any first date I've ever been on in my life.
But also, it makes so much more sense that Tom wanted to reshoot the scene.
Yeah. And is there a window in her home?
No, it's actually okay. She lives in an illegal apartment.
Oh my God.
A legal basement apartment.
Oh my God.
And then it's like, we'll never see her again. She has to respond.
She turned her phone off.
So she turns it off for 2 weeks, which is essentially like, she answers the phone a week before a reunion.
Yeah.
Because reunion's 3 weeks after this.
Yeah. Apparently, Andy said that they were unsure whether or not she was going to come to the reunion until the Tuesday before it recorded on a Thursday.
Yeah, 2 days before. Yeah. Okay. And then I think we covered all bases except for the final Sheena Sandoval moment. Mm-hmm. Which Sheena... I love how it turned into like... Well, actually... rewind. James Kennedy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We have to talk about James Kennedy.
Trolling Rachel.
First of all,
oh my God, why did I say Rachel? I think because everyone's saying Rachel.
Yeah.
Raquel. Excuse me.
Call her by her name. First of all, like, Katie Maloney coming over to James Kennedy's apartment. Who would have ever imagined that this would happen?
Katie Maloney and Lala being like, ooh, look at this place.
And then him calling her
on speaker
and just like berating her.
It's smelly 40-year-old cock.
Yeah.
What a troll.
Look up troll in the dictionary. It's James Kennedy.
Yeah.
It's just like, and they were all just sitting there like when he was doing it.
Yeah.
It's like, it was funny, but also it like was deranged.
Yeah.
Like
it could have used some Christina Kelly to ground us.
It's like, James, how old are you? Why are you doing this?
Yeah.
But also quotable and yeah.
There we go. Okay, Sheena.
I mean, we ended this show like we started it.
Well, it's almost like her ending it makes a good series finale.
Okay, Dan's advocating for the end of Vanderpump Rules as it gets its highest ratings ever in years.
Yeah. So, I would like to point out highest since season 2.
Yeah.
But her being like, I'm so upset with you because you were nice to me in the beginning of the show. It's like, that's why you're upset. She's a disaster.
Yeah, then apparently Tom had said something shitty recently and like all of that.
What?
The thing where Tom said that he wasn't close at all with Sheena.
Oh, okay.
And she calls me her best friend and all
well,
that.
Sheena and this talking best friend shit.
Yeah.
You are almost 40 years old.
It reminds me of this girl I went to elementary school with. And for some reason, anytime someone would die, all of a sudden they had been best friends.
How many people were dying?
I don't know.
No, like, your husband is your best friend. Just shut up. Like, stop.
Yeah.
No, there's no best friends.
Yeah.
Relax.
Yeah.
We're not on the playground, like, doing hopscotch, picking teams for kickball.
Yeah. So we're not best friends.
We're best friends.
I think I introduced Jamie to somebody as my best friend recently. Is it like not good to say? I was more annoyed because it seems like she's got like everyone she meets is her best friend.
It's okay to say. It's okay. It's okay to say. Yeah. No, actually, I was like, how are we gonna land this plane? I think like Sheena landed the plane. For us.
It's good how it ended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was worried, and we went straight into Watch What Happens Live with Ariana speaking for the first time.
And like, not only it wasn't a regular Watch What Happens Live. We started with a cold open with Andy. Ariana wasn't on stage yet.
No song.
No song. We had an audience full of people with Ariana's face. We had
Balloon art.
We had TV screens with people doing watch parties in different cities. Like, they really have gone balls to the wall for this.
I mean, it was very like New Year's Eve, Super Bowl, like monoculture. Like, we're obviously only paying attention to this tonight.
Yeah, and I think with that, that's a perfect opportunity to transition to our Freak of the Week and the One True Queen.
Oh.
Because our Freak of the Week is YouTube TV. Because for so many of us, we were happily watching this episode of Watch What Happens Live, and I got that spinny wheel thing. And it froze and I thought it was my TV. I thought it was my Wi-Fi.
Yeah, of course.
Always do.
Blame yourself.
And then I text and I go on Twitter. It's happening to everyone. It's fucking YouTube TV.
I know.
And the funniest thing is my next door neighbor must have been watching it because I could hear them watching it, and their TV was working, so they don't have YouTube TV.
Oh my god! Wow, so jealous. Yeah, I mean, what did you think of her performance on Watch What Happens?
I think she did a really good job. And because my TV froze for part of it, I have gone back and watched some of the clips, but I then transitioned all my interest to her on The View, which I think is a much more interesting setup.
Of course.
Yeah.
No, I think, there was a moment, remember when she had like the blunt bob?
Yeah.
And she looked so chic. Mm-hmm. And like, I thought that was my Ariana peak. But like this like rising from the ashes moment, she's looking chic to me for like a second time around.
She looks so chic.
Yeah.
Recently.
Let me just say.
And people were pointing out that her dress might have been a light reference to the Princess Diana revenge dress.
I love it.
So
very timely.
Yeah. Light references.
Light reference.
Yeah.
Our One True Queen, also, it's kind of all related. Candace Dillard Bassett of Potomac, live tweeting, but also like Bravo and Peacock, like amplifying her live tweeting. Yeah. It was actually kind of bringing like what Candace brings to Potomac in terms of like the words that she is using that are beautifully strewn together.
Crafted, yes. And just like there was a moment when Kristen Doute came on the screen, she kept on calling her Katie, which was fun.
A witch is a witch.
A witch is a witch.
We got a witch over here. Wow. What a week. As always, head on over to comethroughqueen.com. Links to Patreon, where we have a pre-show where we're talking about All-Stars like heavy. We have 2 episodes of Drag Race All-Stars to talk about. We have a bonus episode, 15 most iconic moments of Housewives.
We picked a group of women. We've been doing this series. This is our next 15 group of women. We picked their iconic moments. It's fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's fun to see like what we automatically think of it as the same moment.
And where we differ.
And links to socials, like, comment, subscribe, heart, share, retweet.
Love us, please retweet.
We'll see you next week. Bye.
I wanna see ya come through, Queen.